Gen Z has had everything handed to them. We haven't had to fight a major war yet. We've not gone through a massive economic depression. We are the pampered generation, and technology certainly doesn't help. Like, I quite literally don't have to properly interact with people to survive. I can just order food from my home, work from home. All this technology facilitates this. And it's just too easy. It makes people too complacent. And because of this, because we don't have to properly interact with people and develop those skills, we're awkward. It seems like every one of Gen Z has anxiety, has social anxiety, some kind of mental problem. And yet we just accept this and hope things turn out okay. You know, I've got a prescription, so it's going to be okay. And you do have to feel sorry for people, because it's not their fault a lot of the time. It's just the sort of generational norm. You don't want to seem like an outsider if you go against these things. Like me, for example, I always waited for opportunities to come to me rather than going out there and creating them for myself. And even then, let's say the opportunity came right at my front door. Let's say there was an opportunity to ask a girl out or an opportunity to try a new thing. I would get scared, I would overthink, and I would just stay quiet to avoid rejection, avoid an awkward moment. Just, I hated thinking that I'd be in that situation. And movies make us believe that we're just going to fall in love one day because the hottest girl in school always takes an interest in the social outcast nerd. But I think we've all come to realize it doesn't work like that. And when we realize this, you get two types of people. You get the people who are bitter and say, "Oh, it's rigged, bro. Chad gets all the girls, bro." Like, I can't deal with people like that. Like, I want to help them, but you can't help people who don't want to help themselves, who just have this pessimistic, negative view of the world. And then you have the guys who actually want to make a difference in their lives. I was one of them. But that just ends up becoming an endless cycle of one more video and then I get started. It just converts into a YouTube addiction where you're watching all these gurus, all these top tips, thinking, oh yes, I'll watch this one, then I'll get started. But no YouTube video is useful unless you take action. I have watched countless videos hoping that some guy I don't even know, probably some American geezer, is going to tell me how to live. Hoping that suddenly a revelation will be brought to me on a silver platter and then I will start excelling in my life. It doesn't make sense. I don't know these guys. They don't know me. It's a parasocial relationship. They're never going to meet me. And only I know what is good for me. Only I know how to live my life. And there's nothing wrong with getting guidance. I encourage you to seek advice, seek help, whatever you're going through, especially from the people who know you best and not some steroid bloated guru who always has shirtless videos. But you can't tell me that you just still need to keep learning and watching more and then you'll begin after you've watched 174 motivational TikToks. Why are you so afraid to do what you want to do? Why are you waiting for everything to fall into place? Why are you letting the years go by and staying in the same place? And it's no secret that social media and short form content are absolute brain pollutants. But even YouTube videos like this one you're watching now are useless if you don't apply something you've learned. I have much more respect for the guy who disagrees with me, who hates my guts, who thinks everything I say is complete crap and says, I'm going to prove him wrong. Maybe he makes a hate channel about me. Maybe he just goes out in the real world and actually sees to see if my advice works or not. But I have more respect for that guy than the guy who just nods his head to what I'm saying and then moves on to another video. And then 5 hours go by, he's going to bed at 4 a.m. and then he wakes up wondering why he feels like crap. I cannot tell you how to live. I can inspire you, I can share my thoughts, and I'm very grateful that you're here listening to them. But all this information you keep absorbing has to be used at some point. Maybe you're scared to fail, but you have to realize no genius who has 50 times the knowledge you have has succeeded 100% of the time. If he says that, he's a complete liar. But what makes him a genius is that 90%, 95% of the knowledge that he has came from finding 100, 1,000, 10,000 ways of doing something wrong. You're going to suffer because you waited too long. Your family's going to suffer. Your friends are going to suffer. If you're not going to owe it to yourself, owe it to them. Hope you've enjoyed this video, bro. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. God bless. And as always, take care.